I'm Joshua Bardwell, and today we're talking about the QQ190 ready-to-fly racing copter from Quad Questions. When this copter first came out, I reviewed it. You can check out the review in the upper right-hand corner. And one of my biggest complaints, in fact, my only major complaint about this copter was that the camera was pretty bad. In fact, I was really hard on the camera. In fact, I was so hard on the camera that Quad Questions was a little bit, they were like, could you not say one nice thing about the camera? It has really nice colors. Yeah, but it had really bad exposure, and I felt like it was really a pimple on the face of an otherwise beautiful, beautiful copter. And I complained about it so much that they decided to have an upgraded camera option, a bigger camera, a little heavier, with much better image quality. And I have finally got one of those cameras, and I've tested it out, and I feel like I know most of you didn't buy this copter. Most of you, that's a good copter, but you didn't buy it. For those of you who did buy it though, or those of you who are considering buying it, I was so freaking hard on the original camera. I feel like now that I kind of owe it to them to show you the better camera and say, yes, okay, I agree, it's good. I've got two things for you in this video. I got some sample flight of the other camera, showing that it has much better light handling. We've got another flight where the sun is low in the sky, and it's doing a much, much better job, in my opinion. I find it completely flyable. And the other thing I've got is, since this is a copter intended for relative newbies, I've got a video showing you how to install it. If you ordered the QQ190 with this camera and you're a little bit scared to take a screwdriver to it and take it apart, I'm going to show you how to put the new camera pod on. But first, let's take a look at the flight footage. I picked this footage specifically because of the time of day. The sun is low in the sky, and as soon as I turn around here, I'm going to be flying right into the sun, and notice that the screen is still, you can still completely see the details in the ground. You can see where you're going. The screen doesn't just go black. You can see decent shadow detail in the, I mean, it's a very decent camera. Frankly, it's a good camera. I mean, I'm not doing a head-to-head here against other cameras, but it's really completely flyable. Whereas the lightweight stock camera just would have been unusable under these same conditions. Let me also show you this footage to demonstrate its light sensitivity. I was flying here and it was getting on towards dusk. It was getting darker and darker. If you're from the FAA, this was not an after dark flight, so shut up. Yeah, you can see, even though the camera goes to black and white, there's really no ambient light here, really. Very little light, just the leftover trailing lights of dusk in the sky, and it was very flyable, even after it got even darker than this, very flyable. So light sensitivity here is fine too. Obviously, not as good as a camera designed for after dark flying like the Runcam Owl, but certainly on par or better than other similar cameras on the market. In order to install the new camera pod, the first thing you're going to need to do is remove your antenna, your video transmitter antenna. Never power the copter with the video transmitter antenna removed. This can damage the video transmitter under some conditions. The next thing you'll do is remove your battery strap or your GoPro strap if you've got one. Next, you're going to remove these 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws from the top of the camera plate. This is going to be done with a 2mm hex driver. The screws do have Loctite, so if they hold a little bit when you try to remove them at first, they should break loose with a little bit of effort. Next, you'll remove the camera pod. You can see here my camera came out of the pod. It was broken. Yours won't do that. Just disconnect this wire here, and then you're going to plug the new camera in the exact same place, and do pay attention to the direction that the wire goes in. The white wire goes to the right, and the little locking teeth face down. You can see me pushing it in here with a little bit of a screwdriver. And then make sure that you route that wire down through the center of the camera pod. I had to redo it. You can see it's going down through the center of the camera pod. You don't want that wire routed to the outside or it won't be long enough. Make sure you route your video or your control antenna up wherever it needs to be, wherever you've got it installed. And then lastly, go ahead and reinstall your video transmitter antenna. You're ready to fly.